This week, we had some more developments with, of course, the legal problems facing Donald Trump, resulting from the events surrounding January 6th. This time, of course, it was actually 2 weeks after January 6th, when Trump's lawyer, John Eastman, emailed Trump's other lawyer, Rudy Giuliani, to tell him that we need to claim fraud in the January 5th special elections from the state of Georgia. This happened hours after, by the way, Joe Biden was already inaugurated as President of the United States. These emails were sent on January 20th. They were revealed this week by the New York Times. And according to legal experts, they clearly point to conspiracy. Here's what I mean. This first, you know what? I'm just going to read you this passage from the email that Eastman sent to Giuliani. A lot of us have now staked our reputations on the claims of election fraud, and this would be a way to gather proof. If we get proof of fraud on January 5th, it will likely also demonstrate the fraud on November 3rd, thereby vindicating President Trump's claims and serving as a strong bulwark against Senate impeachment trial. So, let me put that in layman's terms for you. Eastman is effectively admitting to Giuliani, Donald Trump's other lawyer at the time, we got no proof of anything, right? We have absolutely nothing. So what if, now hear me out on this, what if you and I, we go down to Georgia and we say that the special elections that they had on January 5th were just filled with fraud? Then that might give us the opportunity to actually go through some of the stuff and maybe we can find fraud. And if we can find fraud there, it's probably a lot easier to prove that there was fraud in 2020. They knew, Eastman, Giuliani, and Donald Trump, that their claims of fraud were bogus. This email proves that. This email proves that these idiots knew they were lying and they were doing whatever they could to get their hands on something that might give them some evidence. Because as you heard what I read in the email there, Eastman knew there wasn't fraud in Georgia, right? He had no evidence to suggest that there was, but he said we should claim it anyway because then maybe we can find proof. Maybe we can find proof. Go ahead and make crap up all day long. And then maybe if somebody believes you enough to give you access to things, then maybe you can prove it. This is conspiracy. Again, that's not coming from me. That's coming from legal experts who are claiming this is conspiracy. Let me read a quote from one. Daniel Goldman, who served as one of the attorneys at Donald Trump's first impeachment trial, said, quote, "What it just goes to show is this was all made up. November 3rd was made up. January 5th was made up. There was nothing there. There was no proof. And most certainly everybody knew it. This is a conspiracy. When you have knowledge that the allegations you're making are completely bogus and you're trying to overturn an election, you're trying to interfere with an election, and you know you are, that's a conspiracy to defraud the United States." You know, last week, we got some emails released that basically, tied a whole Trump elector scheme all the way back to the White House itself. And I said, if there was going to be a smoking gun in this particular case, there it is. I said that last week over at Ring of Fire. Well, that, of course, was before we got our hands on these emails. So I have to amend my statement from last week and say that if we were going to have multiple smoking guns in this instance, we just got a second one. Because as the legal expert there pointed out, this could likely be, we obviously can't say anything for sure, this could likely be used to prove conspiracy. They knew they didn't have the evidence to back up any of their claims. They were desperate to find it, and they didn't care who they had to lie to in order to get the opportunity to go through a state's voting systems. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel. We also encourage you to like, comment, and share. But again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.